Well,
This is a
welcome to Mouthful, people. A podcast where we're talking about...
mouthful.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, we shouldn't really talk with our mouth full, though, whenever we're trying to talk to people.
That's not what the show's called.
A podcast where whenever we're stuffing our face, but talking to you at the same time. Nerdy, sciencey, just life in general.
This reminds me of listening to VCPR on Vice City.
Oh my god. Dude, everybody always pisses on me whenever they're watching me play. I'm like, well, why are you turning to VCPR? It's like, because it calms me whenever I watch it. Whenever I'm playing it, it calms me.
What the fuck?
It makes me laugh. It's our power bill.
I found the power bill. Put that back over there. Oops.
Shred it. Just leave it. Well, that was our podcast, people.
Tonight I dine on paper soup.
Where's that from?
From Shredder.
Oh, is it really?
When it was from one of the old, I think, movies or whatever.
Oh, like, tonight I dine on turtle soup. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we had a subject to talk about. I guess trailers, so we'll start off with...
Yeah, our food. This pizza is not as good a day old.
What are you talking about? It's not as good whenever you leave it out like you usually do.
Did I do that? Did I do that last
Sometimes,
time?
yeah, you did. You and Brandon both left it out overnight.
Yes. In my defense, I went to bed and he was still eating, so I let him deal with it.
Was he eating our pizza? Or was he eating his pizza?
He was eating pizza in general. I don't know specifics. We were sitting here, we were talking, he was watching things on YouTube, and then I was eating pizza. I ate a few slices, I ate some of those Parmesan bites, and then I wanted to go to bed, so I went to bed. And he still had a plate with, pizza in it or something.
Oh, well, semantics.
So, I was gonna mention, just make sure you put the pizza away when you go to bed. And I was like, oh, I know he will. And I don't remember what I saw this morning, that morning, if it did or not.
Because I put it in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
I'll let y'all chow down on that instead. Anyway, let's get back to the trailers that are at our hand.
Okay,
At our hand, at the hand, at
hand.
hand.
I think it's just at hand.
Yeah, just at hand. These
hands.
hands.
At hands. Follow my Twitter handle, at hands. You'll follow me to your death. Where's my guy when I need him?
Well, the first trailer we really want to talk about is Black Panther.
I was to say, today's newest update was the Black Panther trailer.
Was it today or was it yesterday?
It was today.
It was today.
Oh my god. Ugh. That movie looks fucking gangster. The music, I love the music. Love the visuals. Dude is literally just hands. He has claws on his hands. He's literally hands.
I'm actually kind of
and I love I love the representation of the Black Panther comics because I have issue number 1 of not the new, I think it was the Marvel Now or the All New All Different Black Panther, and the movie looks like it, a lot of bright colors, a lot of weird symmetry with the things, very futurist, and people dress like African tribal. But it's Black Panther, everyone's rich, kind of thing. So it's just nothing but intricateness, gold. It's so accurate.
You would never expect that. I never expect that. Like I told you earlier, I don't know any of these characters that go into the Marvel characters. I'm more of a DC fan, so the Marvels. Anything in Marvel.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I grew up with more DC than I did
I'm
Marvel.
sorry that your movies aren't. That the movies are just.
I wish I can get into it as much as you and Brandon both do, because I'm still clueless. Like I told you, I don't even know what Ultron was until I watched Avengers 2. Was it just Avengers 2?
Two.
Okay.
Avengers Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Age of Ultron. That's it. I knew nothing about it whenever I went into it. So going into Black Panther,
and you're like, oh, what is this thing? Okay, this is a cool movie. And then afterwards, we're just like, all right, now here's what's wrong with it.
Oh yeah, you and him both get into it way too much sometimes.
And it's not even like, oh, this is what's wrong with the movie. I mean, here's what they changed in the movie as per the comics. Who created Ultron, how he works, what he looks like, what certain characters do. Like that. I'm not one of those people who this is no, this is not right about this movie, and not to change things, just no, this character doesn't make sense, with the writing or something. No, certain movies I'll do that with, but with those movies, no, I'm here to enjoy this movie, and I did. I did with Kingsman too. That's a fantastic movie.
Before we get into that subject, let's go talk about Black Panther. How I knew nothing about any of the villains. I know nothing of the characters.
I actually am on board with that because I barely know anything about Black Panther. I know I have a basic idea of the visuals of the comic books, but I have no idea what characters are. I know White Wolf.
I don't know who White Wolf is.
I know from White Wolf from the comics. He was supposed to be like also in line for the throne of King of Wakanda. I think they may be brothers, but then King T'Chaka was like, T'Challa, you get it, Black Panther. And so I believe it's his brother who's just like, why does he get it and I don't?
So a Thor Loki kind of thing.
Yeah, pissed off, leaves, but he has a less rich tribe, so they don't look all fancy and rich and shit like that. It's more to the tribal-esque of it, and he's called the White Wolf.
Oh, okay.
And there's another person in the comics who I think is in the movie. They changed his name because really, they have to. It would seem racist because it's a black character, and he goes around and he calls himself the Gorilla. It's like the something Gorilla or Gorilla something, and they changed his name in the movie, which is I'm like, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know what year Black Panther came out. It was like the 70s or some shit. So
I can already assume that
Michael B. Jordan's gonna be a good character.
Oh, he looks badass. Dude.
He's Eric Killmonger.
Eric Killmonger.
Killmonger, and he's gonna be the bad guy.
What was the other guy with him?
I have no idea.
He was in the other movie before. He was in, I do believe, Civil War.
Oh, you talking about Watson from Sherlock?
Yeah.
That's more.
No. With Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. That was with this character. He was, I do believe, he was in Age of Ultron. He lost his arm, didn't he?
Okay, I was about to say, you talking about the white dude who was in the chair in that one trailer?
Yeah.
With Ulysses Claw. Ulysses Claw.
Like I said, I know nothing of villains or what their like backstory is or anything.
He looks very different from the comic books. In the comic books, he's straight up as a supervillain. Like, dresses in ridiculous purple and silver spandex, like a metal outfit, and he has a hook hand and he calls himself Claw. Ulysses Claw, and he calls himself Claw.
See, that's the one thing.
But it's Klau Claw. But when he became a supervillain, it's Klaw Claw.
So that's what's kind of I love about.
That's why I lost my
from
shit in Age of
comics.
Ultron when he got his hand cut off.
Oh, because actually,
I was like, he's gonna be Claw.
I love actually how they go from the comics to the movies, because why the hell are you going to be wearing something like that into the movies? Like, for Jessica Jones, just for example, like her is that diamond, is that white stripe, is that white. What, that white gown looking thing?
It's the white superhero spandex with the blue edges on it.
I love how they referenced it, but I'm glad that they didn't do it because...
Not surprising. They weren't never going to do it anyway for Jessica Jones because that was when she was Jewel, and that was a very short-lived time in the comic books for her before she was taken by Purple Man, mind-controlled, possibly became like in essence, a sex slave or some shit like that. Like, and then... I think she was either only mind controlled. I don't remember if it was the show or it was in the movie. I think in the comics she was like that level of control. But the Jessica Jones was based on the Alias comic books.
Okay.
Yeah, which was by Michael Bendis, which is I love his work. Okay. But she specifically wears that exact outfit, the jacket and shit. That's
badass.
Yeah, the Jewel had a very short-lived comic book streak before she became the Alias comics.
None of the Netflix characters have their outfit. Look, Daredevil is literally the only one
Daredevil and Luke Cage.
Luke Cage? No, Luke Cage doesn't have that band-looking bullshit on him.
That was only from the original 70s blaxploitation comics when he was introduced. As of when they modernized him, he's exactly wearing that outfit.
Okay.
Blue jeans, yellow shirt. Maybe he's missing the power bands on his arms, but that's debatable.
Still badass. Anyway, back to Black Panther. I can already tell right now, it's going to be a beautiful movie.
The visuals.
The visuals look absolutely stunning.
I just want to see gangster shit go down. Like,
that's racist.
No, but look at that trailer. I don't care. That's amazing. That's a stereotype, not racism, and it looks great in the movie. It put it in.
What's it called? Wakanda?
Wakanda.
I said, I'm terrible at Marvel.
It's Wakanda, but you're probably thinking of
Yeah, I'm thinking about Marvel versus Capcom.
Which is Capcom, which is Wakanda, which is one of my favorite stage.
I can already tell right now that place is going to be beautiful. I don't know if they're going to bring in. I don't even know if any of the other Marvel characters are going to be in it.
No, I believe.
Are they really going to keep them out? Like they're not going to have any cameos whatsoever?
As far as I've seen, they haven't said anything about any other characters. If anyone else is in the movie, it will be Winter Soldier.
That would make sense.
Because
he's there, yeah.
The end of Civil
Yeah.
War. So
Yeah,
they
I
might...
mean-
I'm sure they'll reference some shit. I mean,
probably show
the
him
second trailer
frozen.
literally references the entirety of the Marvel MCU so far.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I think this specifically, I forget the dude's name who's like directing it. Like he specifically wants to be only Black Panther, like only those characters to introduce you to that world.
Like I said, that's a smart idea. That's a smart move because I think Black Panther does deserve his own movie. You know?
Everyone's asked this forever. Ever since they started the MCU, like that was one of the rumored things, and people have asked for it. Black Panther. I'm like, yes. And after seeing the comic book that I have, I was like, oh my god, I want to see this in live action. And there it was.
I really wish they would have put him before Civil War. That's the thing. I really wish they would have put him in there. Like they have his own movie before Civil War, because Justice League is kind of falling into the same place. Where it have like 3 different characters.
We never have first, and then get solos.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, no, all 4. Well, just one because of Batman.
Yeah,
just one actually. The one movie before.
One movie beforehand was Superman.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Superman's the only one who had his own solo movie before the Altogether Justice League movie.
And he's never mind. Spoilers.
No. Wonder Woman did as well.
What? Wonder Woman came after.
She came after Batman vs Superman.
Yes,
but she is before Justice League.
She is before Justice League, but that has nothing to do.
Yeah, really.
With
Especially
the
when
thing.
Batman vs Superman essentially is like Justice League prequel because it introduces all the other characters as well. You might as well count that as like the pre-Justice League movie.
Yeah. But anyway, Black Panther looks good. Definitely gonna go see it in the theaters when it comes out.
Oh my god! Oh, the visuals.
All right, let's move on to another subject.
What, next trailer?
Last Jedi.
Ooh, boy.
Dude,
that's my boy, Kylo.
Have you seen it with the sound?
I did. Me and Makai watched it at Waffle House. And he's never seen it. I told Makai there's a trailer for Star Wars. And he was just like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, it looks really good. I haven't seen it with the sound yet. And he's like, let me see your phone. Pull out my phone, pull it up. We sat there and watched it. Bro, he literally was like, this better not be a bad movie. This needs to not be a bad movie.
It's Return of the Jedi all over again, dude.
He's like, he's like, I pray they don't fuck this up because the trailer to him looks so good. Mm-hmm. And he's like, they don't fuck this up. I was like, dude, I'm praying they don't fuck it up. And I don't know. I don't know Ryan Johnson's other works. I know he has as far as I know, I guess a decent reputation because I haven't heard anything bad about him. So I guess he has a decent reputation. But like, visually, it's I love it. The first teaser trailer, the planet that's like a weird like salt flat, and the ship's going by with that red smoke coming off of it, dude, that sold me.
Because that planet, well, you watched Mr. Sundays.
I haven't seen the Mr. Sundays for the new trailer.
You haven't? Okay. No. He actually explains it. That place is, I do believe, surrounded. Hey, Zelda. No, come back. Zelda's our cat, by the way.
Did you see Oni's cat, Yuki?
Yuki?
Well, he was playing PUBG once and he died because he was too busy looking at Yuki, who was in the corner, like, being weird or some shit.
Before we get off topic. Excuse me. Is that still recording, by the way? Mm-hmm. Is that still recording?
Let's double check.
1 second, people. We're kind of just making sure something.
Technical difficulties.
The
Achievement Hunter ones, which is the technical difficulties of the Mariachi band. I love that. Okay, yeah, it's still going.
It's still going? Awesome. Alright, we're back again.
I could,
Yes.
I can set it to not go to sleep.
Interesting. Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. The planet that you saw that scene on, I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. But I think it's a snowy planet. But I do believe it's a snowy planet, and it is a red rock. is literally a red planet.
I love the entirety of what you just said.
It's
a snow-ass white planet with just red, like, underneath in the rocks.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's the reason why you. That's the reason why you see that whenever they're crashing. You see red dust because that's the rock that's coming out of it. So I can definitely tell that something that's going to be intense. I do believe that's where the rebel.
Yeah, I think
how that is.
That planet, the scene with that planet, that takes like a third of the movie takes place on that planet.
Yeah.
Where's this thing?
That's the reason why I'm very curious to how.
Okay. if it screen times out, we'll just have to. Actually, we don't have to if it's still recording anyway.
I need to stop saying
Just speak Japanese. I don't know.
I don't know.
I know. I know.
But the way how everything's shot for the trailer does seem like it's a little reminiscent of
Hoth.
Hoth, yes, that.
Wait, it was Hoth New Hope and Hoth was New Hope.
Not just that, but the whole trailer just kind of had a vibe from the Jedi Return of the Jedi. Excuse me. Wait, what's the second movie?
It's Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, not Return of the Jedi. Empire Strikes Back. It has a very reminiscence of that. Because, Rey's starting to become a Jedi again.
Okay.
Luke is training her. Fucking Yoda.
Okay.
And she's trying to figure out where she stands. And
such as Luke's hero journey from the second movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
that's when he goes to shit. When does he go? Was it episode 5 when he goes to Dagobah to train?
Yeah, because
was it episode 5?
I think because he goes there to train with Yoda, thinks he's ready. He leaves, faces Darth Vader, and he loses.
I know episode 5 ends with the whole Cloud City thing.
Mm-hmm.
What does episode 4 end? Oh, him blowing up the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
And then he leaves for Dagobah.
Exactly. Because he wants to train to become a Jedi. Because he believes that he had the Force.
Yes. Did he leave for he left for Dagobah after the Death Star?
Yes.
So it was episode 5.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, with Rey asking at the end of the trailer, like, where do I fit in all this? It's very.
And then it's fucking.
It's a more it's a vocal way of representation as opposed to Luke's visual representation whenever he went to Dagobah and fought Vader in the tree.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
That's the reason why I love the picture whenever Rey has Mark Hamill on her back. Yeah. Because it looks like fucking Yoda. But I'm very curious at where Rey's going to be going with it, because you can see Kylo holding out his hand. Mm-hmm. So
it's just like, take my hand, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you where you
probably
fit
one of those,
like,
look, Snoke told me where I fit in all this. Mm-hmm. Come, let me have him talk to you. Which is probably just a trap by Snoke, because even he was like, have you heard the Force fucking awaken? Imagine this. He was just like, can't say a word. Get in here. I'm like, what? What do you want, Master? Have you seen that Force Awaken? Dude, I felt that shit.
I'm very curious of what Luke was talking about whenever he was saying, I never felt I never seen power like this in a long time. I wasn't scared when the first time I saw it. I'm terrified of it now. I'm curious if he's talking about Darth Vader, or is he talking about
I'm curious.
Kylo?
I don't go into the whole like make theory thing, but I could see it as being either Kylo going to the dark side and killing the entire Jedi school that Luke had made, or it's a reference to Darth Vader because it's Anakin who has like one of the strongest Force powers.
Yeah, I'm very curious about it.
And it's true, or it could be a reference to when Luke fought Palpatine. Kind of thing, like I've never felt this much power.
I hope we get an answer.
And really, whenever Luke
Snoke. Sorry, Snoke. Sorry. You're gonna know. Y'all gonna learn that I mispronounced everything.
It's Starshore with Snooky with Snooky with Snooky.
Jedi's here, yeah.
Pod race is here. My favorite scene in that trailer was
Vader time.
Hey, it's a situation. My favorite part in that trailer was Kylo's custom TIE fighter, which looks dope. Mm-hmm. I want the Lego for it. It's like $75. I need that. I need that Lego because then I'll have like a trilogy. Because I'll have the. I think I have a regular TIE fighter.
Mm-hmm. You have Vader's?
I do not have. I have not found a Lego for Vader's yet, and this is after I could afford these Legos. They might have had one beforehand, like years beforehand or whatever. But I have Kylo's ship from the first movie, and I have a TIE fighter. Now I need Kylo's personal TIE fighter. I don't think they made a Lego for the First Order TIE fighter, but I don't know if I want that one or not. Because they made multiple X-Wings over time, and there's like certain X-Wings I won't buy. Because it seems useless. Like, I want Poe's X-Wing, which I have, and I have the original X-Wing. They made a blue and white one or something for the new movie or for Rogue One. I was like, I don't want it. Because the original is white and red. This one's white with blue. Like, there's just one color difference. Like, it's the same fucking thing, though. Like, and granted...
Let's get their money.
Yes. Granted, Poe's is also same in the basics of it's a TIE fighter. But it's black and orange. That looks cool. It just looks cool. So I want the new I want his new Lego TIE fighter. But my favorite scene is when he's flying that thing, going through the space battle shit. Because that's my favorite scene that's one of my favorite scenes from Episode 3. The beginning of that movie was Obi-Wan and Anakin in their Jedi Star Cruisers just
go around.
Bro, it was a great opening to a movie. It was one of my favorite things to play in the Lego Star Wars game was Episode 3.
Okay.
But when he's flying in that Kylo Ren ship and he sees Leia, the whole, like, I think they just, like, are forced connected because they're nearby each other or something, but just the intensity of that scene was like,
See the teary-eyed getting over, what's his name,
Ben. Oh, yeah, but Ben, whatever.
Damn. Solo?
Oh. I thought you meant...
No, I'm not talking about... I'm talking about Kylo.
Yeah, I thought you meant the actor's name.
That's Adam Driver. Yeah. I know who he is.
I forgot his name was Ben Solo.
Yeah, Ben Solo, because everybody calls him Kylo, but it's just... That's going to be fucking heart-wrenching right there. It's like, real. Trying to see... Like, I don't think he's going to do it.
I don't think he will.
Because he couldn't do it with fucking Han.
Or if he shoots it, he misses on purpose or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter how much he's in the dark side, he just can't do it.
Han, I like to believe that Han helped him, like, basically kill him.
Like he did himself in?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Because he's like, will you help me? And this lightsaber kind of went down. Like, I think Han's the one that did it. And I don't know. There's a lot of theories out there about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories.
So I don't know what to believe about that.
But I wait for the movie itself to tell me. But that would be interesting if, like, Kylo says, like, help me or whatever, and then Han is like, I don't know, like if it was like canon, like he has like a split second decision of like, I can't help my boy in any normal way that like I should. So instead,
yeah,
and by his own death, he hopes that it'll help Kylo like not be on the dark path and kind of thing. Like that would be interesting.
Spoilers.
I'll give him that.
I forgot we're talking about a podcast and we're like, oh shit, spoilers.
The movie's 2 years old. If you haven't seen it, too bad. That's all I can say.
But yes, very excited about Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about that.
December 15th.
I thought it was Christmas. They said Christmas. Like fuck,
Christmas season.
I have family on Christmas. Like I can't go to the movies. But whenever I had to look it up, I was like, oh, it's December 15th.
Which is the same as Force Awakens. Was also December 15th.
Was it really?
I believe so.
All right. Well, Last Jedi done. Oh, do you have anything else to say about it?
No, not really.
No. And everything's pretty much simple. Let's go to the new Marvel movie that's coming out.
Thor?
No, not Thor. The one we just watched.
You said Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
It's X-Men. So
it's Marvel.
Because they still have the license.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. The new X-Men movie. Yeah. Okay, let me see.
I know what you mean now, but when you say new Marvel movie, I'm thinking like legitimate Marvel MCU.
No.
Like
No.
Because like I don't even count the X-Men or Marvels. I don't count them as Marvel movies.
Yes.
But yes, the new X-Men movie of the New Mutants.
I think you gotta explain that a little much with me because I don't know.
I don't know much of the New Mutants.
You don't?
I know some of the characters. I know they're called the New Mutants, and if you had asked me this when the movie was first announced, like at the beginning of the year, I did research and I would have known more.
Forgot about him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was excited when like New Mutants movie. I was like, oh, okay, more X-Men movie. I didn't think anything about it, and then I think it was last month. The director put out the little thing they used to like from the directing.
Oh yeah,
It was that they should. He had finished production on the movie, filming.
Oh. Okay.
And he's put out the picture of the thing, and it had the symbol in the bottom, and it said the New Mutants with like an interesting graphic and all that, but it was bloody. I was like, whoa, wait. What is this movie? Like, what is this becoming? And apparently, I was like, okay. And now that the trailer's out, everyone's like, but he's like, by the way, it's a horror movie. I'm like,
which we'd never seen before. I had never seen one before. I'd never seen a superhero movie.
The closest
horror movie before.
The closest one to a horror movie I've seen was the new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because of the whole body horror shit when they're in the lab.
That's accidental horror. That's that's accidental.
Dude, I forget his fucking name, Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic, not Mr. Fantastic, he's Richard, Reed Richards, I think is his name. I think that's his character's name, Reed Richards.
I don't know much about
Fantastic Four. It's Reed Richards, I believe. So him as Reed Richards, and when he's on that table and his power is like going rampant, and he's just like stretching to the floor.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was some body horror. And when he's in the fucking air ducts and he's like twice as long, bro, that creeped me out so much. That was some weird body horror, and that's the closest thing I've gotten to a horror movie. Now, the closest thing to a horror movie that does not account for the Fantastic Four's body horror is the entirety of the new Fantastic Four movies. that entire like thing was scary. I was like, I can't believe this got made. Oh my god!
I'm very glad I didn't go see it. Honestly,
yeah,
it just didn't seem like it was good.
It was not. It was not. Visually, I like certain little things about it, but that's it.
Yeah,
I like the way Doctor Doom looked. I do not like him as Doctor Doom. I don't like that that's the look they picked.
Yeah.
But take the whole Doctor Doom aspect out of it and just the visuals they did in general.
Mm-hmm.
For that person, I like the way it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I like the entirety of the visuals for the original Fantastic Four movie.
The what the 19?
No, not that motherfucking thing. That was almost as scary as Fan 4 Stick. Guarantee that movie's better though. I will gladly sit down and watch that. I will watch any 1970s Marvel movie. They're all masterpieces. 1970s Captain America, 1970s Doctor Strange, 1970s Fantastic Four.
They made a Doctor Strange one?
They did. It's terrible.
I bet it was. Oh my god.
1970s American Spider-Man.
American Spider-Man.
The American Spider-Man movie. It was just him crawling on the floor and they turned the camera sideways as if he's on a wall.
Oh, it's just like a Batman kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so good because it's so bad. Not to mention 1970s Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh god, let's not talk about that one.
We're
getting off topic. We're getting off topic. We need to get back to the
back to horror.
To the X-Men movie. What's it called again?
The New Mutants.
The New Mutants.
The New Mutants.
Shut up! You know
the cow people. The New Mutants. Actually, speaking of which, it's on the bottom of this article here.
What's it talking about?
Here we go. The New Mutants will be a trilogy of horror movies that examines the genre of horror. Every single the movies will be sequels to each other. The next movie apparently will have two characters from the New Mutants who were left out of the movie being introduced to the second movie. But each movie is a different horror genre.
Oh god. So what is this one then? Suspense?
I guess. With the whole wall thing,
yeah.
And like the person with that weird smiley mask.
Yeah.
Which I think is all caused by the character Mirage, whose powers is being able to visualize and physically manifest people's desires and fears.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably that. But I don't know which character is supposed to be, which one of the live action people is supposed to be Mirage. The only one I know is Macy Williams plays Wolfsbane, which is amazing.
Interesting.
Fucking Wolfsbane, she turns into a wolf. There's also Sunspot, who can generate fire. Cannonball, who can propel himself, and while in propulsion, he's invulnerable because he's a cannonball.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Wolfsbane. And there's a doctor. I think it might be the lady with the lab coat, or it's someone else who can generate like a bio like field around there. That's pretty cool.
I do like how they got Macy Williams.
Real
Fucking Arya Stark.
To turn into a wolf.
Arya Stark the wolves.
To turn into a wolf, it's perfect.
I think they did it on purpose.
Oh, had to be.
Wait, go up real quick. Sorry, just get a little off topic. I see Pennywise the clown eating a baby. Oh,
Disturbing deleted scene of Pennywise eating a baby.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Can you zoom in on this?
Um,
this. Fuck.
Stop fucking up yourself.
I don't remember. Oh, there we go. It's been a while since I've used the PS3's PS4.
PS3.
PS4's online features. Last week, Josh Boone is the director. Mostly positive. Blah blah. I don't care what other people think.
Oh, let's hope if they're gonna do a trilogy, let's fucking hope that it actually does not bomb.
Yeah, for real. Like,
that's the only thing.
The X-Men movies have been decent so far.
Because the Fantastic Four was supposed to be that too. You know that, right?
It was supposed to be. Was it horror or thriller? Like a weird thriller.
What are you talking about? Fantastic Four?
Yeah, the Fan Four Stick.
What?
The new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fan Four Stick. Because the A is a 4.
Oh.
So we call it Fan Four Stick.
Okay. That went over my head. But yeah, that was supposed to be a trilogy.
A trilogy.
They were about to work on the sequel to it. And they're like, oh, this did not do well at all in the box office.
Not at all.
So let's cancel it.
Instead, we'll reboot it.
I really hope they'll just leave it alone.
Have you not heard about the new one?
They're making a new one?
It's a PG-13 like kids movie.
Ugh.
If I remember what I read right, it's a kids movie. They're rebooting it as a kids movie.
That is ridiculous.
I was like, are you PG-13 in like a Marvel sense of like how Marvel is basically like PG-13, you know, like a happy-go-lucky kind of thing, or what? Like, I don't know.
I'm
There's
tired.
a possibility
I'm tired of them fucking.
They won't let go of the.
shit.
They won't get let go of the license.
They need to let their pride
Just
go.
Just let the license go. Look, you've tried 3 times. The first one was good. Second one was not as good.
No.
Better than Fan Four Stick though. Fan Four Stick was an absolute trash bomb. It was a garbage fire of everything, and
I can already tell this one's gonna be a piece of shit. I shouldn't be speculating that
It sounds
far.
like it though, because it's a PG-13 kids movie, and I don't remember any other details. But me and Brandon were talking about. We either theorized it or we're going off of the actual information they released that they're gonna bring in the kids.
The kids?
The kids, Reed's kids. Which like Valeria Richards, amazing character, in on paper, and forget his Franklin Richards, like both those kids, extremely powerful.
Okay.
But Valeria Richards is one of my favorites from their kids like comic book lines.
Yeah.
Because she's raised by Doctor Doom, which means she's basically female Doctor Doom. She's awesome.
That should be interesting, actually.
That's why her name's Valeria, I think. Something like that.
But yeah, back to New Mutants. I'm actually kind of curious of how well they're going to be playing off of the old mutants, you know, off of X-Men. Since Logan's...
Yeah, for real. Like, where does this all fit in the timeline?
Since Logan's done now, like, where we can go from there. I'd like to believe that they're still going to be doing stuff from Logan. From Old Man Logan. I really hope they're actually going to continue stuff from there.
I heard rumors because the kids going to Canada is a possible reference to, I forget the name of it's another superhero group from Canada. And I forget their name. The Flights, the X Flights or something like that. So it's a possibility that Logan ending with those kids going to Canada was them hearing the signal or whatever, and when they go to Canada, they meet the X-Flights.
Okay.
And then there is a rumor that Deadpool will introduce the X-Flights.
That'd be interesting.
Which Deadpool takes, I think it takes place before Logan anyway. So it would be like introducing the characters, which will also reverse future introduced in Logan.
Speaking of Deadpool...
Which Logan takes place like far in the future, like a couple years into the future. There's still a gap from the was it Apocalypse to Logan, which they're filling in with the newest one, X-Men: The Dark Phoenix. Which I hope to God they don't fuck that one up. The Dark Phoenix saga in the comic book is one of the best X-Men like sagas, and they tried to incorporate that with X-Men: The Last Stand, that sucked.
Speaking of Deadpool, I can't wait for Deadpool 2. What's coming out this year or next year?
Do not remember.
I don't remember.
They don't release too much of it, other than like Ryan Reynolds putting out several pictures and things like that.
Yeah,
but waiting for the trailer. That's all.
I was
when
actually
the trailer comes out, then I'll remember.
I was kind of expecting him to come up in Logan. Like I wanted him to come in at the last second at his grave, and we're like, "Oh no, I want him to do it," like that kind of thing. But
I could see that happening, but I'm glad it didn't because that movie was such an emotional train ride.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That like if Deadpool at any point walked in, he would just ruin the moment.
He would ruin it, yeah.
He would ruin the moment.
Which I'm glad they didn't do. But I heard it was a deleted scene of him walking up to it and talking to him and stuff like that. And
like if he had like a heart to heart moment with the grave, I would be okay with that because Deadpool has his moments of actually being talking like a human.
Yeah, yeah. What's his other two voices in his head? But yeah, New Mutant looks fucking terrifying. It should be good.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good. I don't watch horror movies because they scare the shit out of me, but I will watch this one because I want to see superhero horror.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and get off topic from trailers just for a quick second. We're still going to be on the movies, though. I wanted to know what you mentioned something about, well, since we just saw it, about Pennywise, about that deleted scene of him eating the baby. I want to know what you were going to say about Pennywise earlier before we started the podcast. About it. The old it. Are you reading right now?
Yeah, I was just looking through real quick. The New Mutants movie. This movie is based on the Demon Bear story, which is apparently probably the best and well-known New Mutant story. Which a horror movie based on something called the Demon Bear. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. How do I go back? It's L1.
You're not fucked up.
Is it L1? Okay, it was L1. What about Pennywise?
Yeah. What were you gonna say about it? Oh my god, that fucking face.
That I was watching Oni when Oni was playing the newer episodes of Oni Plays Kingdom Hearts, and Ding Dong said hadn't seen the new It movie, and I remember actually on Twitter because I follow Oni on Twitter. He actually watched the new It and he said he liked it. And then watching the episode of Kingdom Hearts, he actually talks with Ding Dong about the new movie and trying not to spoil it for Ding Dong or anything like that. But he's like, I've watched the original. The original doesn't classify as horror.
It really doesn't
because they were like It's more like the things in it are goofy and laughable.
Exactly.
And like anyone that says they're scared of Pennywise, the original Pennywise, is because they were young and they watched it.
Exactly.
Like it's all a nostalgia fear because if you watch it, like and Ding Dong was like, I've watched the movie again, like older, and like it doesn't. I'm not scared of anything in that movie. It's just funny.
I literally just.
So I'm curious to watch the original It because I've always heard like, oh my god, this movie made me scared of clowns. I'm like, I don't want to watch this horror movie. But then like hearing them talk like, no, like it's old, it's laughable. I'm like, okay, now I want to see this apparently not comedy.
See, my sister's always talked about It, talking about the Tim Curry It. By the way, Tim Curry, fucking legend.
Yeah, they talked about that. I was like, why is anyone scared of the original Pennywise? It's Tim Curry. Tim Curry's awesome. He's funny. He's a good man. He's not scary.
There were a couple of scenes where I could see people getting afraid by it. You don't see anybody getting what's the word? Eaten? You don't see Pennywise eating anybody. You see him basically off screaming people. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like and of course the makeup and everything like that gives him that aesthetic of being freaky, which makes sense. But it doesn't make sense as to why people started getting afraid by them. Yeah, it says that he eats people, but he didn't really. You don't see him eating anybody. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. So, whenever I watched the new It, I watched a little bit. I won't be honest with you. I kind of fell asleep during the first, not the new one, the old one, the 3-hour one. That was a miniseries on ABC.
Right.
I was actually curious.
I didn't know it was a miniseries. I thought it was actually its own movie.
No, quote unquote movie. You can say that.
I thought it was a legit sit down and watch the whole movie. I didn't know it was cut in the miniseries parts.
Yeah, it was kind of cut in the miniseries. There's some cutaways where like it fades to black, then it's like, oh, a new scene, all that jazz. But regardless, though, like I did kind of fall asleep because the kids part, the first half of the movie is pretty interesting with the kids. Like it shows the kids growing up, showing how they can actually defeat Pennywise using their imagination and stuff like that, because that's what Pennywise goes off of. It goes off of your fear.
Yeah.
It goes into your mind and he picks out the fear that you're scared of. If you show him you're not afraid, then he gets weakened.
That's because he's a Cthulhu monster. If you know the book.
But then it goes to the book.
He's a Cthulhu monster.
In a way.
He's the Deadlights.
Yeah, he's the Deadlights. He's literally just three little streaming lights, just
from the Lovecrafty and like Cthulhu universe that manifest fear. Yeah.
He was actually before the Big Bang.
No,
he manifested before the Big Bang.
Fucking crazy ass shit,
dude. It goes deep. Fucking it goes deep. Whatever it goes on in Stephen King's mind. God, Jesus, right? Why?
I always thought he just makes like these weird movies, but like. The more I learn about the books and like what the stories are about, I'm just like, no, this is interesting. This is the kind of shit that would be on the back of a book as a description that would make me pick it up, just from like what it's about. Have you heard about the new Sleeping Beauties one?
No.
The new book Sleeping Beauties. That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like damn, man can write a book, or at least a plot, and enough to make me interested.
Yeah. But I did kind of fall asleep, unfortunately, during the grown-ups part. Because it was literally a montage after montage.
Yeah,
after
I've heard it's a bit much.
It shows fucking Mike and Billy riding around on Quicksilver, riding around on Silver, just kind of just having a grown-up man-to-man kind of time. Then all the grown-ups they get back together. The Losers Club gets back together, eating at a Chinese dinner, and they're having the time of their life. All of a sudden, fucking creepy shit comes out of the fortune cookie. And then another time is whenever they're just sitting around talking. I'm like, motherfucker, this has nothing to do with Pennywise. Like, it just kind of... They're talking about how to defeat him, but at the same time, though, it doesn't make sense. Because they're not actually trying anything. They're like, oh, we're just trying to escape them here and there. Like, Pennywise gets into people's heads and tries to trick them into, doing it. Like, there's one scene that makes me laugh each time I see it, though, because of Tim Curry. Oh, shit, what's his name? Ben. Ben was the fat kid back then. That always got made fun of. All of a sudden became handsome, lost all his weight, and became handsome.
That glow up though.
And the one chick, Bevy. Sorry, excuse me. Beverly. She comes in, recites the poem that Ben gave her back then, and they start making out. He hugs her. He looks in the mirror. He looks at her legs. All of a sudden, the legs turn into clown pants.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they turn into clown pants, and he gets scared. He looks back, and he's like, all of a sudden, Tim Curry has makeup all smeared. Ben has like white makeup and lipstick on him. He's like, kiss me, fat boy.
See, that's scary. That's funny.
It's like now that we know it's Tim Curry, and it was all kind of fun back then for him. It's funny. It's enjoyable to watch it, So, but going into the new It, dude,
yes,
the new It.
That's what I heard from Chris. That the new one actually is horror.
Yeah,
and it's good.
It's actually really good. Bill, how do you say his name? I always get that wrong.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, dude, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Pennywise, phenomenal. I'm very surprised at how well he actually played that. He made him scared. I was actually kind of curious. I'm not sure if you ever seen We're the Millers or anything like that. There's a kid in there. We call him Eyebrows. I can't remember his name, but whenever I heard that he was supposed to be Pennywise, I was like, I can imagine this. I can see it now. And then I saw that he got kicked. Well, not kicked, but he had something else to do, unfortunately, at the time. So he didn't have a chance to.
Sorry, that's my phone.
Yeah. No, he just got an item.
It's a tiny item, though.
But Skarsgård, he blew it out the fucking water though. I'm very glad he did though. There's a lot of fucking. I love Finn Wolfhard.
Or what does Dan's phone call him? Finn Wolf.
I don't recall.
I don't know
Him as Richie, beep beep Richie, dude. He is fucking fun. He was so funny.
Only's met Finn and.
Oh really?
And yeah, because he went to the office.
Oh yeah, he went to the office.
So when he was selling Ding Dong, like he likes the Richie. Richie's like one of my favorite characters in the movie. Like go Finn, and it was like go Finn. Like hey Finn, because he's probably watching it.
Yeah, it was actually just turn this shit off.
I'm about to. What the fuck?
But yeah, I give it. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually one of the. I've seen it twice already, in theaters. I can't wait for the DVD. Because it's actually a really good horror movie. I don't like horrors. I absolutely do not like to go see horror movies. But just seeing the aesthetics of the whole movie already, I was curious to how they were gonna do everything. Dude, fucking 9 out of 10. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It was actually really good. So,
Oni was saying that he's not sure how to look forward to the second movie, the adult part, because the adult part was not the best part of the original.
Like I said,
so he's worried that the newer adult one will be a bit of the same. Like it won't hold up to the kid part.
If he's thinking of the old movie, whenever it comes down to that, don't. They're actually going to be going back into the book, and they're going to be picking some stuff from the book.
Cool.
That they kind of strayed away from in the Tim Curry one. They strayed away from that.
Oh yeah, because it was
it was ABC.
It was an ABC miniseries, so they couldn't go as intricate into the darker shit or something.
Mike, I do believe it was Mike or Bill, either or, that literally sit in a room full of smoke. Kind of curious of what that kind of smoke is, by the way. And all of a sudden they go into a trance and talk to a turtle. The mystic turtle.
The mystic turtle, from the Lovecraftian thing.
Exactly, yeah. And so I'm curious if they're going to actually do that.
That's the turtle planet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very curious of how they're going to put that into the new movie. I hope they actually do that. Because there was some interesting stuff that actually happens to some of the adults in the book than they do in the fucking miniseries. But regardless, I can't wait. It's coming out not next year, but the year, I think 2020 or 2019. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry. Giselle's on a...
I happened to find some article with the new Deadpool 2, so I was just looking at what news was out. The movie's done.
And the movie's done.
Deadpool.
Speaking of Deadpool.
Yeah, really, that's why I clicked. I was like, oh, speaking of Deadpool, Deadpool has completed filming.
Nice.
And the words of Rhett Reese is, on Twitter, he said it's done. And there's Easter eggs all over the movie, apparently.
I love... Oh, that was actually pretty funny. Ryan Reynolds' son was dressed up as Deadpool. That was cute.
Apparently Deadpool's sword is...
A Song of Fire and Ice?
It's got the name B on it. It's B. Arthur from
B. Arthur?
B. Arthur. Why is it called B. Arthur?
And
the other one's called Arthur.
It's got two...
His two swords are called B and Arthur. B. Arthur.
That's awesome.
What the fuck? It's so random.
Oh my god.
His makeup department or some shit.
Ryan...
Also, he said, now that I already miss being on set, which is why I decided to continue shooting the film in my underwear from Josh Brolin's well-appointed living room.
Dude, fucking Ryan Reynolds.
June 1st next year.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Oh, that's my birth year. Birth. I'm a baby boy. I'm not even born yet. You ever see that one find of that little girl? It's like, how old are you? 14? I'm a grandmother.
Oh my god.
It was like a little girl.
What the fuck?
Dude, cannot wait for Deadpool 2. I can't wait to laugh my ass off when it comes down to it.
Oh yeah. Also, the new X-Men has finished shooting as well.
Wow, damn, that's so fast.
Simon Kinberg is directing it. Simon Kinberg is also, I believe, writing or producing the New Mutants movie.
Ah, X-Men: The Dark Phoenix.
Yep.
So we got. It's so weird. It's so funny how they keep taking stuff from taking actors and actresses from Game of Thrones and put them in the Marvel stuff. You know, got Macy Williams and the New Mutants. They got oh shit, Sansa
to be Jean Grey.
What's her name? Oh, I forgot their name. And then you got Ramsay Bolton in the Inhumans.
He plays what's his face in Inhumans.
They keep taking people from it.
The problem is I don't know how well the Inhumans is gonna do, so I feel bad that Ramsay Bolton.
I think season 1 is already that's it.
I feel
season
bad
2
that
got canceled.
I feel bad that Ramsay Bolton's in there because like that's a good actor and like he's put into the Inhumans, but then it's so sketchy as to whether or not it does well or not, and like I hope it does well because he's a good actor, but if it doesn't do well, then it kind of sucks. He's a good actor, you know. He's put into something that's not going to do well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Sansa will do fine. She fucking killed it as Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
But
Macy Williams, I know she's gonna fucking kill Wolfsbane.
All right. Well, I think that's it. I think that's all the trailers we have. Talked about
the Pacific Rim.
Oh, it's Pacific Rim. Who says Pacific Rim?
Specific Rim. I live in the Pacific Ocean.
Hopefully not too long on this podcast. How long do you think? We're probably like, what, 40 minutes, 40, 50 minutes in?
An
hour?
Well, we're probably like an hour and a half in now.
Hour and a half?
Sure.
Shit. We talk a lot.
There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of the pop culture geek nerd thing is very big nowadays. So there's a lot to talk about when you already into this thing, and now it's huge.
We're overkilling it on our first podcast, man. We're not. No.
I've seen long ass podcasts.
Like how long?
I don't know.
The longest I've ever seen it's off topic. Well, Achievement Hunter's off topic, and they're 3 hours long.
I was about to say I've seen like 3 hour like long
Shit,
ones.
I don't see how people can do that.
Michael talks about that in one of the Minecrafts.
Alright, well, since you brought it up, Pacific Rim 2.
Don't fuck it up. Because I don't like the giant robot, the way they move in the new movie.
They could
I do not like the way they move. Because they don't feel heavy.
They could.
They don't look heavy.
They couldn't probably... Like,
other than the fact that they don't look like they move or feel as heavy as the original movie, other than that movie looks fucking awesome.
Honestly, didn't want a sequel. I wanted Pacific Rim.
I absolutely wanted a sequel.
I didn't want one. I wanted one to be by itself.
It had an end, like it ended though, like it had an ending. So
exactly.
It doesn't feel like like they could make one.
Yeah. If they ever would have made one, they should have done one with Godzilla.
Oh, it's still, I think, like rumored in the works, like still in talks. Because they're all done by Legendary Pictures, and I mean, for real, like they're all kaijus and they're all Legendary Picture productions. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. I was watching.
Instead, we're getting Godzilla vs. King Kong on my neck.
Cramp.
Oh, fuck.
Judo chop. I was watching the trailer for the first time. I was like, huh, that kind of looks like Finn from Star Wars. And then my girlfriend's like, that is Finn from Star Wars. That's John Boyega. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, John Boyega.
I'm staring at him. I'm like, I still don't know. Like, it doesn't look like him. I guess the makeup's really good. Him growing that mustache really
I mean, the moment I saw him, I was like, hey, look, it's the dude from Star Wars.
Well.
What the fuck? Oh. Carl Urban.
But yeah, the movie looks pretty good, regardless, though.
Regardless of that.
I really hope they don't, like you said, fuck it up. I really don't. I really hope
it up.
That
24 Reasons Why Man of Steel and Power Ranger are the same movie.
Just not talk about it. I mean,
no, I'm gonna click on that. I need to see. Other than they both were bad.
We'll talk about it another time then. Anyway.
Oh, it's a video. Fuck. I don't watch videos.
How about that? We'll make a podcast with worst movies. How about that? Yeah, that sounds good.
We could just spend like 3 hours talking about Transformers. I've got the knowledge to fill that in, and the hate of all of it.
Anything else about Pacific Rim 2?
No, just it looks good.
I'm actually kind of curious to how well they're gonna actually fight together. Like, are they gonna do like a Gurren Lagann kind of thing where they kind of fuse together and make a giant robot?
I thought about that too.
Like they become a giant ass
Yeah.
robot to fight that giant ass
you
kaiju.
can't introduce monsters forming together and not have robots form together. Like, bring me some Pacific Rim Megazord shit.
Oh yeah, I'm I like to believe that's what's gonna happen. They are gonna fuse together.
That's the only thing that's got me about the new Pacific Rim is the robots don't. They move like Transformers now.
Yeah,
They don't move like giant robots, and that bothers me. Also, where are the characters from the original movie?
exactly.
Like, and I'm not. If they do it with the main character from the first movie and the Asian chick, if they get together, I don't know how I feel about that. Because the entire point of the original of the first movie was that there is no will they, won't they. Because they just did not focus on the romance. It was all about the action. And that's how the movie ended. Like, no kissing, no nothing. It was just like, we did it. We won. We're sitting here on top of our thing in the ocean. Like, yes. Don't worry about that shit. Give me things punching each other.
Yeah.
So if they do end up together, it's kind of like, no. Because the whole point was that they don't. And where are they in the first place? Like, in the new... Like, there's new people writing new robots. Like, who's training them? Get the motherfucker from the first movie and the Asian chick. They whooped that kaiju ass. They fucking ended that war. Bring them in and be like, look, we're the best. We won. We're going to teach you all how to do this. Like, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, that's true. Well, is that it?
Oh, there's plenty more. I mean,
New trailers?
oh, no, trailer now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything...
Well,
I don't think there's anything trailer-wise, but there's plenty of still news out there that I'm looking through.
oh, we'll probably come back to it another time. How about that?
And this one, immediately start the second podcast.
I guess if you want.
We can do that.
All right. Well, everybody.
While I'm still in the mindset.
All right. Well, everybody, this is the. What's our outro?
No, it's the Super Mega. It's the Super Mega podcast music.
Copyright. Cut the shit off.
Don't sue me, Matt.
Matt Ryan.
Matt and Ryan, don't sue us.
Everybody thinks.
I love you guys.
How about your mom?
Anne.
Who's Anne's? Who?
That's Matt's mom.
Is Matt's
Anne.
mom? Well, if Matt's mom.
I don't remember Ryan's mom's name. They don't talk. They don't like make jokes about her that one too much. It's always Ryan.
Well, thank you for joining us with our trailer talk with our first podcast ever. And hopefully we'll continue to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a gaming channel, Lunch and Effing Gaming.
Yeah, you can check out the gaming channel if you want. Or you can just keep looking out, subscribe to this specific channel.
Mouthful.
And just keep up with the podcast if you just want that instead.
Yeah. Either or. We'll try to get back into the gaming pretty soon.
If you're listening to us and you're driving right now, pay attention to the road. What are you doing? Like...
Would you like a little AMSR?
Oh my god, that ASMR video
Be careful when you're driving.
the ASMR video that Kai showed me of like the chick eating like food like super loud.
Oh, yeah.
Into the mic. Oh my god. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude, people do that shit all the fucking time.
Fuck?
Anyway, alright, well, thank you for joining. I hope you have a good day.
Gene, specifically Gene, if you're listening to this, I told you I would not let you down.
Who the fuck is Gene?
He's
Oh, that guy.
yeah,
right.
that guy.
What's up, Gene? Bye.